Today we will be talking about YouTubers who sadly have passed away. You know, these people put so much time and effort to make us happy, and we often not realize that these people might not be as happy as they seem. Before we start, I just want to be clear that this video is made with nothing but respect. You know, these creators were loved by so many people, and while their passing is tragic, I just hope that this video will be a way to remember them. Alex, or known as Technoblade. Technoblade started his YouTube channel back in 2013. He was just like a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, posting stuff like Skyblock and Bedwars. This guy had a big fan base, people really liked him and liked his humor. But unlike many gaming YouTubers, his focus was mainly on Minecraft. What really took Technoblade to the next level was his involvement in some of Minecraft's biggest moments. He became especially famous for his Dream SMB role and his epic duels with Dream. What really made him stand out even more was his personality. He had this dry, sarcastic humor that just hit different, and you probably have heard his catchphrase, Technoblade never dies. In 2021, Technoblade revealed in a video that he had been diagnosed with cancer. And it was a shock for everybody, especially the Minecraft community. But even at the face of something serious as cancer, he stayed positive and kept his humor in the videos. As his condition was getting worse, Technoblade continued to keep his fans updated with his health, but it was clear that the battle was tough.
So after a few days of that, I looked at myself in the mirror and I noticed that my right shoulder was starting to swell like crazy, and I was like, oh my god, I must have broken a bone. It looked crazy.
On June 30, 2022, Technoblade family released a final video titled So Long Nerds. And in that video, Technoblade dad was reading a message, and that message was written from Technoblade himself. His father was explaining that Technoblade has passed away after his fight with cancer. This video was heartbreaking, but it was also a classic Technoblade, humble, funny, and full of love for his fans. Desmond Amofa, or better known as Etika. Etika's journey started in a humble way. He was born in Brooklyn in 1990, and before jumping to YouTube, he tried different things like modeling and music. However, around 2012, he launched his YouTube channel, EW Network, which stands for Etika World Network. Fans loved his hype energy. You know, if Nintendo was dropping something big, Etika would be the guy to watch for a reaction. But as Etika audience grew, so did the pressure. Around 2018, people started noticing the strange behavior from Etika. He was posting some concerning tweets, which I think it led to some of his social media accounts to get taken down. And a lot of people thought he was acting like that for views and attention. In 2019, Etika uploaded a video called I'm Sorry. He spoke about his regret, his mental health issues, and some other stuff as well.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I'm sorry I pushed you all away. I'm sorry I made a clown of myself. I apologize.
And after that video, he disappeared for a while, and his fans and friends were really worried about him. On June 19, 2019, Etika was reported missing. Days later, the police found some of his belongings, including his phone and wallet, near the Manhattan Bridge, and soon after, his body was found in the East River. It was later confirmed that Etika has taken his own life, and the news shook the entire online community. Fans, creators, and even people outside the gaming world mourned his loss. Ed Gould was a British animator who started his career in animation back in the early 20s. He began creating flash animation as a hobby while he was still in school. And in 2003, Ed's World was born. Ed was making funny short animation of him and his friends. Ed uploaded his first animation to Newground before YouTube was even a thing. When YouTube was created around 2006, Ed World found a new audience and their animations exploded. Ed was a very talented artist who had so much passion for animation. In 2011, Ed revealed to his fans that he had been diagnosed with a type of cancer called acute lymphoplastic leukemia, which by the way was his second time fighting the same disease, as he once had been diagnosed before in 2006, but he had recovered. Even during the treatment, Ed continued working on animations. He stayed dedicated for his fans and craft. He kept creating and kept making people laugh, and his positive attitude through it all was just inspiring. Despite his challenges of his illness, Ed didn't want his fans to feel sorry for him. He always kept a positive, and he maintained his sense of humor, even joking about his cancer in his animations. He didn't let his cancer stop him. Sadly, on March 25, 2012, he was only 23 years old when he passed away. For nearly a decade, Ed has been a massive part of the online animation scene. His fans and friends were heartbroken. In one of Ed's final messages, he expressed that he wanted Ed World to keep going, even after he's gone. And Ed's friends took the responsibility to continue Ed's legacy, and they still upload till this day. Steve Cash, a YouTuber who wasn't aiming for fame from the start. Steve was just a guy who had passion for music, and Steve started his YouTube channel back in 2007, and his channel was a mix between comedy and music. But what really changed everything was when he started posting videos of his cat, Sylvester. And in 2008, Steve posted his first talking cat video on his channel. It was mainly Sylvester, and people loved the idea of a talking cat that had an attitude. While Steve was known for these type of videos, he was also very publicly open about his mental health problems. He always spoke about how his life wasn't easy for him, which even made him more closer to his fans. Steve always kept it positive even though he was struggling behind the scene. He kept making videos that made people smile. On April 16, 2020, Steve Cash tragically passed away at the age of 40 after taking his own life. It was hard to believe that someone who made so many people happy and laugh was in such a pain.